to the KJ&A podcast. I'm Jay.
And I am Kay, which is Kevin. That's me.
And today, we decided, since we did, we've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But we normally kind of slide into like comic book talk here and there.
Because it's what it's our base.
Yeah, it's our base. It's what helped us as young adults.
It's what we know, it's what we love, it's what we enjoy, superheroes and fantasy and all that shit.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk superheroes in general, and we'll hit on Marvel. We'll hit on DC. We'll probably hit on other comic book companies like Image with Spawn. But we're gonna
Dark Horse.
Oh yeah, Dark Horse, bruh. Did you remember? Do you remember Malibu Comics?
Yes, I do. I do remember Malibu.
Right.
Didn't they do? Did they do? What was his name? I'm thinking the purple guy with the yellow fists.
You're talking about Max?
Max,
Oh,
the Max. Yeah.
Was he under them or was he under Image?
I thought he was under Image.
He might have been under Image. I remember
Because I remember they made a series.
Yeah, that was probably on HBO.
Yeah.
Which 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, because it was HBO. Because I remember there were titties in it.
Yeah.
And it was super late night.
That sounds about right.
I mean, this is back in the Skinamax era. So if you remember that, you can be our friend.
Facts. Yeah, because that's basically goat worthy right there.
Yeah.
If you've seen Skinamax.
Yeah.
Then
you remember Skinamax where it was like, oh shit, they're gonna show boobs and pretend to fuck.
Yeah. It was about as close to actual porn we could get to it, without
at a young age, without
paying money or like charging mommy and daddy's credit card
or stealing your dad's Playboys and penthouse.
Because that's a no.
No. You don't do that when they're home.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Daddy's looking.
So you had stuff like that. Malibu Comics put out characters like Prime. The group comic Ultra Force, which was a TV
Ultra
series.
Force, I think.
So actually, Darkman was another character that came from Malibu Comics.
That sounds familiar.
He was initially brought out. He had his own comic book. He was in a team up with Ultra Force in the cartoon series, and then he actually got his own live action series on Fox. So he was a pretty integral character at the time when Malibu was like revving, like at their prime. But Marvel basically absorbed Malibu, so there is no more Malibu Comics. So you will not see certain characters pop up. The character Topaz that they named in Thor Ragnarok was technically based on Topaz.
I don't remember
Malibu
that
Comics.
at all.
Topaz's character, she was from a different universe, and she was kind of like Wonder Woman, pretty much. Like, she was very regal. She had very close combat skills. She had this energy bow staff, and she could change her skin into like a steel like
Colossus.
Either
almost?
steel or it was actually based on a gem. I forget. It's been so long since I've read a Malibu comic.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But she was an interesting character. But like I said, Topaz. I was like, who names a character Topaz just to be like...
I mean, I remember making...
nods.
I had a sketchbook as I was growing up because I really enjoyed drawing superheroes. That was... I mean, I did that pretty much solely through high school. Was making up superheroes. Occasionally, I would be enjoying... Like, I would stick with one character, and I can tell you a couple of names of the characters, like Flight and Jargus. They were yeah, I know, don't fucking judge me. I was in high school, okay? But I got into coloring these characters specifically or drawing these characters in constant poses all day long. That was my thing.
I mean that's how you start out.
Flight had scimitars and he had wings.
Interesting.
And he was there was a crystal called Ricros.
Okay.
And he fought the Ricros beast and somehow got scratched on his back really bad. And then he fought the Ricros beast, ripped off his wings, and they fell on his back, and he got the wings. I was in high school. I remember that. That was Flight. And Jargus, he just had he could shoot lasers, and he also had 2 swords because that was my thing. Everyone had 2 swords. Who was my character?
You wanted to be very ambidextrous.
He did. He did. He had dual fighting feat.
Dual fight. Hold on.
D&D, buddy. D&D.
Hold on. He had dual fighting feet.
Yeah, he had the feat of dual weapon wielding.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, when I hear feet, I'm thinking feet.
Yeah, you're thinking feet. I'm thinking feet as in a feat of strength. Feats.
Feet.
F-E-A-T. Feats.
F-E-A-T. Okay. Yeah.
Look it up. Player's Handbook, bitch. It's
Yay,
free online. You can PDF that bitch.
Human language. This word is feet. This word is feet.
How about red?
Did I read the book? No.
Or is the color?
That's not my shirt.
Sorry, anyone learning how to speak English, because I'm having the same trouble learning Spanish. ¿Qué?
¿Por qué?
¿Por qué?
¿Por qué?
Yo quiero English.
You want English? Okay. You can want it all you want.
About that.
So, if we're talking about superheroes and stuff. I mean, Marvel's got a pretty stacked slate of movies coming out this year.
I mean, they've been obliterating it, and they're going to continue to obliterate
They
it.
put out 3 to 4 movies.
When is Wakanda Forever coming out? On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus, if you haven't heard, it's coming out to Disney Plus on the 20th
Of January?
Yes.
Fuck yes. I'm going to watch that shit. Downloading that bitch the day it comes out.
Matter of fact, that'll be Friday.
Friday, I'm downloading that bitch and I'm watching it at karaoke.
There's something else coming out by the end of the month, and I can't remember what it was.
There was one that's coming out. I'm not sure if we talked about it last time. I feel like we did, but it was about Jonah Hill starring in a movie
Eddie
and a
Murphy.
series. Yes, and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's a movie.
I saw the
it-
clip for it, and I was like,
wanna say-
"This looks funny as shit."
I want to say it's called You People.
Maybe because
I
it's
don't
just
think that's the actual title.
it's mostly about the fact that he's white and his girlfriend is black and meeting their families and their families together. And I'll be honest, like I saw the clip for it and I was like, this looks funny as hell. And I got upset when it wasn't coming out right then.
I feel like the concept was already been done with I want to say Bernie Mac
Oh, it's been done.
before he passed.
Oh, it's been done.
I don't know. Was it Zoe Saldana? I want to say it might have been Zoe Saldana, and I want to say Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that
Death
movie.
at a
Ashton
Funeral.
Kutcher. Yes.
Again, you got to have that one mixed couple, and it was James Marsden, and again Zoe Saldana.
Well,
But it was also a lot of big name African American actors and actresses in this movie, and I was just like, you got Chris Rock and you got Martin Lawrence.
I
you didn't already messed up right there.
Speaking of Eddie Murphy, I haven't seen Coming to America 2. Have you?
It depends on your depiction.
I haven't seen it.
For me, I was like, it was okay, but it still won't hold a candle to the first one.
I mean,
It really
you
won't.
can't. I didn't assume that it would be as good as the original.
No.
And that's fine. I was fully expecting that not to happen.
And I mean, we even talked about it on the live. People have been doing a lot of it's been decades since this movie has been out, but we're gonna make a sequel to it.
Like A Christmas Story 2?
I have not watched that,
I haven't watched it either.
and I don't know if I want to watch
Yeah, I feel the same.
it. Here's one that's in the pipeline, and I've heard.
It's not so long ago. Yeah, we're talking Family Guy.
Family Guy's reference to A Christmas Story.
And not so long ago. We're racist.
Super. But then again, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Face Off 2. Exactly. You're sitting here like, what?
What? Are we
Yeah.
talking, was
Like
it
an
actually
actual-
John Travolta and Nicolas Cage were in it?
It's It's in the works.
Get the fuck out.
There is a plot. I'm not sure if a script actually has been written, but I'm pretty sure. I've looked at multiple websites. It's real.
What?
It's real. They're bringing in the kids. How did Castor Troy have a child? I don't know. That's not me as a viewer. I don't need to know.
If Nicolas Cage had John Travolta's face and he had a kid, it still looked like Nicolas Cage.
Obviously.
What?
Even though when you once again the concept, all right, they're switching faces.
Yeah.
How did they switch? Full on body shit.
Yeah, right? Right? Oh my god. We were supposed to be talking about comics.
Yeah,
oh my god.
But heroes, comic books, the media jumps because you have cartoons, you have the comic books, you have the movies, you have live action shows.
And then the comics make comics based on movies.
Right.
That happens. I mean,
when Marvel initially started up and you had Phase 1, within Phase 1 we saw Agent Coulson get killed by Loki at the end of Avengers, or near the end of Avengers. But then they created Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where they resurrect Coulson.
I actually enjoyed Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And you thought, because it was like what was happening in the movies coincided with what happened in the series. So whenever there was like a big team up for the Avengers, they made a big fuss about it in the show.
Yeah.
But then it's not canon now. Because
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't canon anymore?
Because of the involvement of the Inhumans and how they were just like, yeah, we're not
doing Inhumans anymore.
Right. Because they screwed up the first run of the series. That first season of Inhumans was garbage. But they brought back the actor who played Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness for Doctor Strange.
I remember that.
So I was like, ooh, he got redemption. He got redemption. So technically,
and blew his own head out.
I can terrible. So freaking terrible. I was like, are you serious? Why are you screaming? You know what happens when you use your voice. You have no mouth now. Where's it going to go out? It's not going to go out your nose.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then like a fucking poor Mr. Fantastic into spaghetti.
To shreds, you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get that shreds reference.
And Baron Mordo.
Mordo still survived.
He did, but he was stuck in a pit.
I'm still sitting here like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're a master of the mystical arts, and you're just gonna be like,
I'm stuck in a pit. I'm
stuck in a pit. Somebody come help me.
Help! No.
I
mean, and Professor X got killed.
Killing Professor X was terrible.
Oh.
It was. Oh no, I'm not just gonna do it with looking like myself. I'm gonna look like a whole demoness on this shit.
Yeah.
But why no, Patrick Stewart? Patrick Stewart. No,
but I mean, it's so fan service that they have all these people from all the other universes, like the fans have said, hey, we want this person as this person.
Right.
And they do it just for like, even just an instance.
I mean, but John Krasinski was not a bad choice.
John Krasinski is amazing. I love John Krasinski.
He's not a bad choice to play Reed Richards.
Have you seen him in that Prime Video,
Jack Ryan?
Jack Ryan. Have you seen him in that?
I have not seen him in Jack Ryan, which was another...
I like that show. I enjoyed it.
Now, my problem is... okay, so Tom Cruise got to play Jack Ryan and Reacher.
We don't talk about Tom Cruise anymore.
No, I'm just saying. All right, this little tiny 5'2" dude got to play two amazing military-style characters. Guess what? John Krasinski's doing it better.
Yeah.
The guy who's playing Reacher right now is literally the personification of what was written for Reacher. He is tall, he is bulky as hell, and he looks like he could probably snap you like
What is Reacher on right now?
Prime. It's on
Hulu?
Prime. No, it's on Prime.
Oh, Prime?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put that in my list.
So, yes. If you want to see other actors do roles that Tom Cruise got to do, yeah, go ahead and look at Jack Ryan.
For no fucking reason.
John Krasinski. Way better.
John Krasinski was... I really like John Krasinski. I feel like he has a wide range. Like, if you've seen A Quiet Place...
Oh, both of them are really good.
I haven't seen the second one. I have it downloaded, but I haven't watched it yet. But the first one was really fucking good.
It really was. And he advocated for
a deaf
girl
child, yeah.
Yes, to play his daughter. And then he even made everyone on set
Learn sign language. Yeah.
so they could properly communicate. And I was like, dude,
that's amazing.
that shows your influence. That shows influence.
Yeah.
It's
so
powerful.
he directed and he acted in it. Like, good on you, John Krasinski, man.
Correct.
Like, you are just a genuinely good dude.
Growth in the industry and growth as a person.
Please. I mean, even if it's just fake, like, showing as growth in the industry and it's literally just him.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say.
He landed Emily Blunt. He landed Emily Blunt. He must be doing something right.
At least that dick.
Whoop, whoop. I didn't say nothing.
I did. I don't care.
So, as far as superheroes, John Krasinski did play Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
The guy who is currently playing Reacher on Amazon Prime was also Hawk in Titans.
I didn't watch the Titans because I didn't like it. I didn't like the characters, and so I didn't watch.
Well, you're not looking at them as actually being the Teen Titans. This is like Robin after he's like aged out. So you're looking at Dick Grayson, but this is Dick Grayson like a little grizzled. A little more has gone on.
So like before Red Hood.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't reach the Red Hood point until season 3.
Oh, so they actually do reach a Red Hood point,
but they do it too fast. Okay. So we're like Jason was gone for like years.
Yeah. And then suddenly suddenly the Red Hood appeared, and they were like, "Oh shit, it's Jason!" Right?
Maybe less than a month. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Last time I checked, you gotta go in the Lazarus pit, and then you gotta lose your shit.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go and relearn who you were, and still
and yet again, here we
go. Background and be a terrible like. I'm gonna take my revenge, but at the same time, I'm gonna try to do my best.
I'm telling you, and that's why DC, like, fucking slow down.
DC...
Stop trying to throw that goddamn money out as fast as possible.
Now, Marvel has excelled in their live-action movies.
Started with Iron Man, and they got that good rhythm going, and they were like, this is what we need to do.
They created the proper foundation. They went for solo movies to map out, to lead to a big team up at the end of
and
phase
whoever
1.
was and I'm so bad with that, but
Kevin Feige
was in charge of the whole thing, right? So have a good person who's in charge of the whole goddamn thing.
I mean, they got James Gunn now.
I mean, but are they restarting? I remember they're restarting, right?
Yes.
Good for them. Are they using what's his face, shiny vampire as Batman?
From what I've heard, Matt Reeves' Batverse is going to be kind of like Sony's Spider-Verse. Like, it does not coincide directly with the main DCU. It'll be like its own universe by itself.
Okay. Well, then what they need to do is they need to start with a smaller character. Like, give me someone, like, start with the Flash. No, you know what? Don't even start with the Flash, because the Flash can do Flashpoint.
That's basically what the Ezra Miller movie kind of is. It's kind of like a Flashpoint. Like, he does that. But then the problem is, are you going to keep Ezra Miller? And you really shouldn't.
No.
He is not good for publicity.
He is a piece of shit.
He is fallen.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to be like, all right, we have as long as this, because I feel like I think I heard that Gal Gadot. Gal
Gadot is a great Wonder Woman,
and Henry Cavill have all taken up lawyers to go against WB because they
had long contracts.
Exactly, which prevented them from doing other work. So they lost work because they didn't get to do all this other stuff that they were supposed to do.
And then so they didn't get paid. So they absolutely deserve.
They have grounds.
Yeah. And so I feel, I mean, like, who's a good starter for the DC universe? Like, Iron Man, I feel like Iron Man started the superhuman, like he was just a dude in a suit.
Right.
But he started the, like, more than human thing. And so, like, I'm not as well versed in the DC universe as I am in the Marvel universe. So who would be a good starter?
If you're going to do a Justice League If that's going to be your like,
If that could be
big
your
endpoint.
end goal, like the Avengers.
I mean, you've constantly had to redo Batman. You've constantly had to redo Superman.
I'm so.
Wonder
I
Woman
feel like
is not a
everyone,
character
if they're like me, is so tired
of the Batman
of the
story.
Batmans and the Supermans.
And I feel like that was a good way for Marvel not to just rehash the whole Uncle Ben thing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man just got his powers. They didn't
Yeah, they
explain
just
it.
dropped him in.
Right. They just dropped him in.
Yeah.
That was a good way to start. Because we've already had 2 stories. We've had animated series that have talked about Uncle Ben dying.
Yeah, we get it.
It's heartbreaking. We know. Great power, great responsibility.
But then, like, the way they did it with Aunt May, doing it instead in
Right.
the new universe.
Right.
That was perfect.
As like his last part of the trilogy.
Yes.
To really sell that.
And then they completely, everyone forgot about Spider-Man. So he's starting over.
Right.
That opens up, like, a whole fucking world of possibilities for Spider-Man movies.
Yes, it does.
He can
It's a
do
whole new
whatever he
avenue.
wants. Like Spider-Man is new to everyone.
Facts.
It's great. When I remember seeing the initial picture of what's his name, the kid who plays Spider-Man,
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yes.
When they initially showed him, he was like a redhead,
Okay.
and I was like, "This is the worst fucking Spider-Man you could possibly pick."
Into.
Who the fuck?
Yeah.
And then when they showed him in that Iron Man versus Captain
Civil-
America,
Civil War.
I was like, "He's goddamn perfect.
Right.
This kid is amazing."
He sells it so
He
well.
sells it. He has the, like, I remember Tobey Maguire when he first came out. I was like, he doesn't look buff as shit.
No.
So he's a nerd who became Spider-Man, and it's appropriate. And at the time, we were just like, this is amazing. Oh my god.
Mostly because I think the CGI had come a long way.
Yeah.
So you get these great scenes where he's web slinging and he's sticking on walls, which are like, is that him in costume or is that like a 3D image?
Yeah.
Just like posted right there.
And also, he didn't have web slingers. He had,
The
it
biological.
came out of, it was biological.
And I think his movie came out right around the time where the Ultimate series of movies were coming out, and the Ultimate version of Peter Parker was also gifted with
Yeah.
biological webs. So
Yeah.
it made
And
sense.
also, in that new Miles Morales movie, they show Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, if
Oh
I could
my
get,
god!
if I
I
could get
saw
a
him
live
and I was
action,
like, God.
if I could get a live action,
Oh,
version-
please, Marvel, please. Live action 2099, please.
like it's great that Sony has that, but can we
God
get?
damn it.
Well, I think because we also have Madam Web coming out, which is supposed to be a part of the Spider-Verse, and it's supposed to be a future version. Well, it's not a future version. I think it's one of Spider-Man's clones or something coming back to kill Aunt May and stop Spider-Man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, my God.
It's gonna be interesting.
Spider-Man 2099, I have had a couple of his comics originally back in the day.
The yellow hair is probably
Fuck.
his costume is probably one of my favorite costumes.
It's such a good costume.
It's basically it was just like a luchador costume.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah.
And he just puts it on. That
And he had like the he could like float a little bit because of the webbings in his arms.
It's some kind of nanofilament.
Yeah.
That he uses to fly or like glide.
But it was fucking good.
It's such a good
It
costume.
was such good. Anyways, but Marvel versus fucking DC.
If I were to start DC right now, it's been a rough time.
Yeah,
since
what would
the-
be if you started over, said fuck everything, like they did with Batwoman and all that other shit that Batgirl, and they cut off everything? Who would you start with in the DC universe?
I think either Green Lantern or Martian Manhunter. Because they're not names that are really heard in the movies at all.
I think
Green Lantern has had enough time since Ryan Reynolds' movie that he could be redone.
Green Lantern would be a good one. Yeah, that's my thought. You could start with Green Lantern and then end it with a ending cutscene of mentioning Martian Manhunter. I don't know his full backstory, but I know what he does. So you could start the second movie with introducing Martian Manhunter in space and whatever the fuck, and then you could go through his story of him landing on Earth, and then he does his I'm Martian Manhunter or whatever the fuck, and then at the end of the story they're like, oh, something crash landed in Kansas. Okay. And
Right.
then you cut to Superman like you did with Spider-Man. Superman
he's
is
already
in.
living his life.
He's already living his life.
Small flashbacks.
He's a fucking reporter at whatever the fuck.
Daily Planet.
Daily Planet. Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen some DC because I just been so burnt out by DC.
See, don't watch DC movies. Just watch
the
some of their
cartoons
older-
are amazing.
Their animation, their movies were great. Their animated cartoon series were great.
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series still stands as probably the literal
Yes.
best version of Batman.
Yes.
Outside of Michael Keaton for me.
Yes. 100%. I agree.
Michael Keaton, Kevin Conroy
Yes.
stand to be my definitive Batman. Physically,
Yeah.
vocally.
The vocal of Kevin Conroy is the Batman for me.
Yes. Mark Hamill's Joker stands the fuck out.
Yeah.
His laugh,
I can do that laugh, baby.
friggin'
Contact me.
Murders. Nicholson's Joker.
Yep.
Heath Ledger's Joker. Easily. That laugh alone.
I mean, that is the epitome of Joker.
Facts.
Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Sorry. Like, I love Heath Ledger's Joker live action, but
Yes.
the laugh of Mark Hamill is, when I hear that,
Oh, yeah.
that is Joker.
That is childhood.
That is
that is going to literally define how you see Joker. If you have not seen Batman the Animated Series, I suggest
You get your
on
ass off this fucking podcast and you go watch it right now.
HBO Max, the entire series, Batman Beyond. Actually, everything DC is on HBO Max right now.
Okay.
Everything. So go get yourself
I think. Go get yourself a what? I'm sorry for interrupting.
You don't have to get the HBO Max account. But peruse the library. Find it, because there's a lot of great DC animation that will.
DC animation is better than Marvel animation.
Yeah,
I'll give them that.
Jesus, I'm sorry, Marvel, but when it came to your animated movies that you're trying to base on characters,
Like Planet Hulk and shit like that, it didn't hit as good.
It was close enough to the comic books, but it was still like the animation quality was not great.
I mean, they're making that Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
But that's fun.
Series
That's
now.
fun, though.
But that's like a kid.
Their series
based.
are perfectly fine.
It's a
Marvel's
series.
animated series are great, but
Yeah.
their movies are garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marvel. I love you to death, but your freaking animated movies were just garbage.
So yes, I would have to agree. Let's start with Green Lantern,
Yeah, because
Martian Manhunter.
now I heard that with James Gunn in charge, with Peter Safran, that they are not they're not canceling the Green Lantern Possible series for HBO Max. It was talked about. It was, instead of being Hal Jordan, it would be John Stewart.
What about Hawk Girl? What is her? I don't know her story.
She's a Thanagarian. She's an alien.
Okay, so she's an alien as well.
But-
and see, that's why I didn't connect with DC as much as I
lot-
did Marvel, because
it's
a lot of the
alien
Marvel
characters.
people, it's a lot of aliens.
DC.
But Marvel is like, it's people I can connect with. They're
Right.
people that were on Earth that got special powers.
Right. Just like you can really villain wise associate with characters from, and I hate to say it, you can associate yourself with DC villains because they have tragic backstories.
Yeah, they were tragic backstories, and they were just regular humans who
Right. Inadvertently
was like, fuck these superhumans.
Right. It was like they're fighting against the system, basically.
Yeah.
Now, in Marvel, once again, it's circumstances. These people were.
Oh my God! What if instead of doing a Green Lantern, they do Lex Luthor
as
the first
just like
anti-hero,
like a character
story
movie
about Lex Luthor,
okay,
being against, like, not even Superman, just against the system, metahumans and superhumans in general.
Okay,
and then he starts like slowly vibing into complete villainy, like against everyone. Okay. And then the next episode is Green Lantern, who doesn't have anything to do with Lex Luthor, but they have that whole Green Lantern story, and then they cut to Lex Luthor in the bonus credit scene, and Lex Luthor is like,
Green Lantern.
Yeah, and Lex Luthor is like, all right, I see Green Lantern's doing some shit. All right, I'm gonna have to
kind of be like how they did with Batman versus Superman, and like be like Bruce Wayne.
I don't watch that.
Got a file on you.
I don't watch it.
That's fair.
No, I don't want to. No. But what if they started with Lex Luthor? That would be.
It would be interesting because you could use him as a starting point for the Legion of Doom.
You can start him for the Legion of Doom. You can start him for Superman. You can start him for just like he doesn't have to start as like fuck Superman.
Right.
Like he could start kind of. I mean, he could just gradually.
He would be a great jump off point for Batman. Just bring Bruce Wayne in. Don't
Not
even have
Batman.
Just
fucking Bruce Wayne. And Bruce Wayne is supposed to be a kid at some point. But what if he was dealing with Thomas Wayne and his wife, and then they died, and he was like, "Who the fuck killed my friends?" And then it was, and he was like, "Who the fuck killed my friend?" Oh, it was a superhuman. And so then he starts,
him down a kind of a slippery slope.
He starts going down that slippery slope, and he's building his repertoire. And then the next episode maybe takes place then it's Green Lantern 5 years later,
right?
And then it's Superman 10 years later, or Batman 10 years later,
right?
Lex Luthor is older. Batman was a kid when Thomas Wayne and all of them died. And Bruce Wayne has become Batman, but Lex Luthor could have a friendship with Batman because, he was friends with his parents. And then he could also, Green Lantern's coming around. Bruce Wayne is looking into superhumans, and Lex Luthor is like, what the fuck is happening with this crazy asteroid that landed in Kansas? That was a big metal container, and him and Bruce Wayne should be growing up at the same time.
It'll be interesting.
So that could be really good if you started it as a villain, because DC stories tend to be more dark and brooding than Marvel stories.
No, I mean, for Marvel, it's more of I did what I had to do because of this situation.
Yeah,
Tony didn't really become Iron Man out of necessity until he was
captured by the Taliban.
And he was like, life's fucking great, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. What am I gonna do? Make this device to keep myself from dying.
And he's like, oh shit, I can use this device to actually help people.
Right. And I gotta take back everything that people stole from me so that they don't murder the world. Like, all right, cool. Steve Rogers. He's just good for the sake of being freaking good.
He's just the genuine good. He is the Flash of the Marvel Universe.
He's the anti-bully.
Yeah, he's the Flash of the Marvel Universe.
You gotta love it.
Because, I tell you what, Flash is my favorite DC character because even Superman and Batman were all like, he's the absolute good. And that is what I strive to be. He is the absolute...
Barry Allen?
Barry Allen, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Because we got Wally West, too.
I ain't talking about Wally West.
Oh, don't hate on Wally.
I ain't hating on Wally. Wally's a goodie, too. But Barry Allen is the original epitome, genuine good.
Jay Garrick got you beat.
Why?
He's the first Flash.
No, he's not!
Yes, he is.
Barry Allen.
JSA. Justice Society of America predates the Justice League of America, and Jay's old as shit.
All right, well, I don't know that.
Boom!
I don't give good on you, nerd knowledge fight. Yay! You win. You win. Good for you, buddy.
I love speedsters in general because I used to be a runner, so I learned about the speedsters.
Pussy.
Whatever. Bitch.
I love you so much.
Don't get me wrong. I love Barry to death, and Wally's probably the most versed in the Speed Force out of all the speedsters of the DC
But
universe.
Barry Allen is the original, and he's the genuine doing things good for the sake of being good.
When it comes down to it, Barry Allen is going to be your go-to Flash.
Yeah,
he's the most used in anything. John Henry Ship played him in the original Flash series.
When you said John Henry, I thought of Steel.
Yeah, no.
Superman Steel.
And then he came back on the Flash current TV show to play Grant Gustin's, or his version of Barry Allen's father, Henry Allen. Then, when that version, if you haven't watched it, sorry, spoiler, Henry dies. But then come to find out that this other guy, who is Jay Garrick, looks just like his dad. Because he's an alternate version of him from a different Earth.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
I watched the Flash movie on CW. I mean, series. 2 seasons. And I was done.
Well, I mean,
The Arrow was the same. 2 seasons.
Wait, no. The problem with Arrow is they went so hard in on the Slade season that you could not make anything better than that season.
No.
That season was great, and it also introduced Barry Allen, which started the Flash immediately.
Yeah.
So,
And then it was also the fact that they made Green Arrow more like Batman
yeah, Oliver
than
Queen.
Green Arrow. Oliver Queen is
we've
supposed to
said
be
this.
funny as shit. Yeah,
pretty
we
sure we
said
said
this
it.
100 times.
Yeah, that Oliver Queen in other media is funny.
He's like
Ha ha.
humorous as fuck.
Yeah, Batman's like his other version. He's the
Yeah.
dark, brooding type, whereas Oliver's like happy and actually a playboy. He's a Tony Stark.
Tony Stark with arrows.
Yeah, he's Tony Stark with arrows. He's got the persona of Tony Stark.
He has no superpowers. He's just
superpowers.
really good. He's like Hawkeye
Yeah,
of the DC universe,
he's Hawkeye with money.
but funny. Hawkeye with money and humor.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Hey, let's base your Marvel off your DC off your Marvel.
Yeah, I can't. See, we there's been debates like who put out who first. Like,
Oh my god, I have no idea.
did Hawkeye come out before Green Arrow, or did Green Arrow come out before Hawkeye? And at one of these points, I will just be like, this predates this, and this predates
I
this.
have no
Not
idea.
today, though.
I have not.
Just
I
like
have no idea.
Deadpool's supposedly based on Deathstroke. It's facts. Slade Wilson, Wade Wilson. Come on now.
Fuck.
Super strong, kinda strong. Regenerative capabilities, regenerative capabilibilities.
I love
mercenary,
Deadpool.
mercenary.
I loved Deadpool before
Oh, Canada.
he became
Mainstream.
super mainstream and
He's
popular.
he's hipstering. He's hipstering.
I am hipstering. I don't care. I bought that. I remember I bought his old comics and I was like, this is my favorite character in all of the Marvel universe because originally it was Spider-Man because Spider-Man was the humor
Yes.
back in the day.
Facts.
And then Deadpool came out and I was like, I love this. This is amazing. And then they came out with his own series and I was like, I bought the first 12 issues and I was like, I love this more than anything. And then everybody loved it and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, now he's everywhere, and it's not as cool and niche and whatever the fuck. I mean, I guess it's good. I don't want to yuck on anyone's yum.
I don't want to yuck on your yum.
I don't want to yuck on anyone's yum, but I miss Deadpool before everyone knew about him.
Don't want to add these almonds to your mounds.
I want to change your dark chocolate into your milk chocolate.
Yeah, you guys I just turned your mounds into an almond joy. What bitch?
I like both. Dark chocolate is amazing.
Not a fan of coconut like that though. Like I can,
Fuck that, dude.
I like coconut rum, but I don't like coconut.
Dude, coconut's amazing.
I don't even like drinking from coconuts.
I haven't tried actual coconut juice. I've heard it's terrible and it's laxative.
Went to Key West and the dude just chopped one up for me and the wife, and I was like, "Yeah, this is gross.
This is disgusting.
No thanks."
I mean, like that coconut water that you can buy.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
yeah. That's why we just mix it in with like
I mix it in with the trash.
curry. Coconut milk with the curry. That's about it.
I mean, isn't it a laxative? I don't know. I've heard it's a laxative.
Bronjos.
No.
You just have the bronjos. Yes.
All right. Well, I think we're good on this episode.
Yeah, 'cause
I feel like we touched on some really good points on this one, though.
Yeah, I think as far as comic
DC, listen up.
yeah, because we can tell you right now.
We're the fans. This is what we want.
It wasn't that Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and Henry Cavill were bad characters. The first Wonder Woman movie was fire.
I loved the first Wonder Woman movie.
I still say Henry Cavill's version of Superman. Yes, it was not per comic book very much, but it was a great different start for Superman. It was not the same thing from like Christopher Reeve or what you would see in like a TV series.
Yeah.
So I was very into it. My problem was, how you gonna kill him in the second movie? But if you gonna do that, why didn't you start reigning the Superman, bro? You murdered him and then was like, oh yeah, it was all this fake ass version of my favorite character, Doomsday, as a villain. Really?
Whatever.
I'm sorry, that's not Doomsday.
Uh-uh.
Y'all can shove that shit right back up your asses.
Yeah.
That was bullshit.
Yeah. Don't fuck. Learn from Marvel. Don't fuck with the original.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Wonder Woman 1984 was not popping.
I didn't watch it.
Wonder Woman 84 was not popping.
I didn't watch it, and I'm glad I haven't.
The Snyder Cut of Justice League was
I haven't
fire.
watched either of the Justice League or the. I haven't watched any of the Suicide Squads.
You got to watch at least the second one. The first one, eh.
I mean, I heard it was
one?
just an excuse for Harley Quinn to show her ass. But I don't know.
I mean, Margot Robbie's pretty fire, though.
I mean, she cute.
Fire.
Good for her.
Yeah. Birds of Prey wasn't bad either. That's pretty funny.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's basically a Harley Quinn movie.
Okay.
Yeah. But DC does good series. Like,
yeah.
I liked how they started Swamp Thing. I really wish they had kept with it, though. It was really good to me.
I didn't watch Swamp Thing either.
Doom Patrol was really good.
Didn't watch that either.
Titans.
Didn't watch that either.
Titans is pretty good. But I always... Because I started watching Teen Titans when it was Teen Titans on Cartoon.
Oh, I 100% did as well.
So I was like, this is fire. But then they turned into Teen Titans Go, and I was like...
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
This is just Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers. And
yeah.
Being like, we got to make something for kids.
Yeah.
Because it was too much.
Because the original Teen Titans Go have touched on the original Teen Titans so much.
Yes.
Like, they had an entire episode where they were arguing with each other the entire episode. But there are some good episodes of Teen Titans Go that make me laugh my ass off.
Yes. Even though
like the leg day episode is the funniest fucking thing. Look at them legs. Look at them legs. They're amazing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
They had some good episodes, but fuck, I would much rather have the original Teen Titans. Like, tell me that good story with him and Deathstroke, Robin, like...
Young Justice is a good follow, kind of like, well, I wouldn't say a follow-up, but it builds on the Teen Titans kind of premise, where they were like a young team of characters.
Yeah.
Sidekicks, basically, that branch off and create their own super team, but they basically become like a covert ops team. So they kind of age up, so you get to see Robin start off as Robin, but he eventually becomes Nightwing.
Okay.
So it's pretty interesting. I really liked Young Justice. Like I said, Doom Patrol is really good. That's still running. Titans is still running. What else from DC is running right now?
Trash.
Not a lot. We're getting Fury of the Gods this year from Shazam.
Okay, I haven't even watched Shazam yet.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
What's it?
Black Adam. I do not like that they did not use Shazam at any actual point as something. But they brought Henry Cavill in as a post-credit. Yeah, why would you bring Superman in, and then on the heels of that, he gets let go as Superman?
Right.
It's like, that was terrible. Useless.
Start over.
Yeah.
Just start over.
So, James Gunn, what's your slate? We need to know.
All right. You can contact us at kjnapodcast@gmail.com.
Yep, direct email. But you can also find us at Twitter, Instagram,
Yep.
Facebook,
Yep.
and TikTok.
KJ&A Podcast. And on the Facebook, you can also do the community chat. KJ&A Podcast chat.
That's our chat.
It's what we do. We're there all the time. You contact us, we'll contact you.
Yep. We've been pretty light on TikTok because we're trying to branch out into the video media, but we really don't do a lot of stuff on TikTok right now.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah,
when we get time.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
But we really appreciate you catching up on our lives and listening to our podcast. And anything you want to see or do or anything of that, please let us know.
Yep. Jump into a live. We do one once a week. We'll let you know. It'll be on our Facebook and everywhere else.
Jay does a great job of keeping up on letting you guys know what's happening.
It's going down.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for listening.
See you later.